Have you ever gotten out of bed in the morning and felt like your legs just weren't ready to move? Maybe they felt a little stiff, a little shaky, or just not as strong as they once were. Now imagine waking up with legs that feel steady, energized, and strong. No more cramps, no more struggling with balance, and no more second-guessing every step you take. Just the freedom to move the way you want to, confidently and comfortably. Welcome to the Elder's Guide, your go-to channel for practical, science-backed health tips designed specifically for older adults. If you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely vital to staying independent and active as we age: leg strength. More specifically, we'll reveal the 7 essential vitamins and minerals that help strengthen your leg muscles, support your bones, improve circulation, and even reduce those painful nighttime cramps. Let's be honest, having strong legs isn't just about being able to walk farther or stand longer. It's about preserving your independence. It's about being able to play with your grandkids, enjoy a walk with your spouse, or simply get around your home without fear of falling. And here's something many people don't realize. Losing strength in your legs isn't always just aging. In many cases, it's your body's way of telling you it's missing something important. Nutrients your muscles, bones, and nerves rely on every single day. The good news? You can do something about it. And that's exactly what this video is all about. We're going to walk through each of these 7 powerhouse nutrients, what they do, why your body needs them, how to spot a deficiency, and most importantly, how to get more of them through diet, supplements, and simple daily habits. But first, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? Drop a quick comment below to say hello, and let us know if you've been dealing with leg cramps, weakness, or balance issues lately. Your story might just help someone else feel less alone. And while you're here, be sure to subscribe to the Elder's Guide and turn on notifications. We post new videos every week to help you take control of your health and age with confidence. Now, let's jump in and discover what your legs have been missing. Let's start with one of the most powerful and most overlooked nutrients when it comes to leg strength: vitamin D. Think of it as the foundation of mobility. Without it, your muscles can't perform the way they're meant to, and your bones become more fragile than you might realize. As we age, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass and bone density. That's no surprise. But what many people don't know is that our ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight also declines. Add to that the fact that many older adults spend less time outdoors due to mobility issues, fear of falls, or even concerns about skin cancer, and you've got the perfect storm for a deficiency. And this isn't just a small issue. Low vitamin D levels have been directly linked to muscle weakness, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls, something none of us want to deal with. In fact, research shows that people with healthy levels of vitamin D tend to have stronger leg muscles, better coordination, and are less likely to suffer from fractures or mobility-related injuries. So what does vitamin D actually do inside your body? It helps with something called neuromuscular communication. That's the connection between your brain, your nerves, and your muscles. Think of it like the wiring in your house. If the connection isn't clear, your legs won't get the right signals, and you may feel slower, shakier, or just plain weaker. Vitamin D also plays a major role in maintaining fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones that help you react quickly when you trip or slip. Without enough of this vitamin, those critical muscle fibers can deteriorate, increasing the risk of injury. And let's not forget pain. Many people who suffer from chronic leg cramps, stiffness, or inflammation find that simply increasing their vitamin D levels brings surprising relief. But the benefits don't stop at the legs. Vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption, and without it, your bones can't get the nourishment they need, leading to osteoporosis, fractures, and even issues like heart disease and cognitive decline. So how do you get enough? The best source is the sun. Just 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight on your arms and legs a few times a week can make a big difference. But for those who live in colder climates or have limited sun exposure, vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, mackerel, fortified milk, egg yolks, and mushrooms can help. And of course, supplements most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU per day for older adults. Still not sure if you're getting enough? A simple blood test can tell you. And trust me, this one small step could make a huge difference in how strong, balanced, and energized your legs feel every single day. Now that we've talked about vitamin D, let's turn to its perfect partner, calcium. While most of us grew up hearing that calcium is good for bones, the real story goes much deeper, especially as we age. As we get older, our bones naturally start to lose density. This means they become more fragile, making us more vulnerable to fractures, especially in the hips, femur, and lower legs. A fall that might have been harmless in your 40s could lead to months of recovery or even permanent mobility loss in your 70s. That's why getting enough calcium isn't just about strong bones. It's about staying on your feet and protecting your independence. But did you know that calcium is also essential for muscle movement? Every time you take a step, sit down, or even stretch your leg, calcium plays a key role in triggering the muscles to contract. Without enough of it, your muscles might feel crampy, weak, or sluggish. That's why many older adults who are low on calcium complain about frequent leg cramps and a general loss of stamina. So where do you get calcium? The classics still count milk, cheese, and yogurt are excellent sources, but they're not your only options. If you're lactose intolerant or prefer plant-based choices, try leafy greens like kale and bok choy, tofu, sardines, and calcium-fortified plant milks like almond or soy. The key is variety. Mixing sources throughout the day helps your body absorb and use calcium more effectively. Sometimes, even with a good diet, calcium from food may not be enough, especially if you have digestive issues or dietary restrictions. In those cases, a calcium supplement might be helpful. But a word of caution, more isn't always better. Too much calcium, especially from supplements, can lead to kidney stones or even calcium building up in your arteries. That's why most doctors recommend aiming for 1,000 to 2,200 milligrams per day, and to get as much of that as possible from food. And here's something you might not expect. Calcium doesn't work well without movement. Your body needs weight-bearing exercise like walking, climbing stairs, or light resistance training to send calcium into your bones where it belongs. Without that movement, even a calcium-rich diet won't give your bones the strength they need. So remember, calcium is more than just a bone builder. It's a movement maker. It helps keep your legs strong, your steps steady, and your freedom intact. Don't let a preventable deficiency hold you back from the life you love. So far, we've talked about the strength of your bones and muscles. But what if your legs feel heavy, numb, or just off, even though you're eating well and staying active? That's where vitamin B12 comes in, a nutrient that doesn't get nearly enough attention, but plays a critical role in how well your legs actually function. Vitamin B12 is your nerve health powerhouse. It helps your brain send clear signals to your muscles, making sure your legs move the way they're supposed to. When B12 levels are low, that communication breaks down like a phone line full of static. The result? Legs that feel weak, tired, tingly, or unstable. You might feel like your legs are giving out from under you, or that they just don't respond the way they used to. Unfortunately, this type of deficiency is incredibly common in older adults and often misdiagnosed. That's because the symptoms, like unsteady walking or frequent falls, are easy to mistake for just getting older. But in reality, your body may simply be low on this essential vitamin. So why is B12 deficiency more common with age? It has to do with how we absorb it. B12 needs stomach acid and a special protein called intrinsic factor to be absorbed properly. As we age, our stomach acid naturally decreases, and common conditions like acid reflux or the use of antacids can make absorption even harder. That means even if you're eating well, your body might not be getting what it needs. The consequences of long-term deficiency can be serious, irreversible nerve damage, balance problems, and even memory issues. But the good news is, it's treatable and preventable. And when you catch it early, the improvement in energy, balance, and mobility can feel almost immediate. Where can you find B12? It's mostly in animal-based foods like lean meats, eggs, fish, dairy, clams, and liver. If you're vegetarian or have trouble digesting these, fortified cereals and plant-based milks can help. And for many older adults, especially those with absorption issues, B12 supplements or injections are a safe and effective solution. Even better, B12 is water-soluble, meaning any extra is flushed out in your urine. It's one of the safest vitamins to supplement with, and many people feel more energetic and steady after just a few weeks of correcting a deficiency. So if you've been feeling off balance, tired, or your legs just aren't cooperating like they used to, it might not be age. It might be a simple fix, and B12 could be the missing piece. Let's talk about a mineral that works quietly behind the scenes, but plays a huge role in how your legs feel and function: magnesium. Every time you take a step, get out of a chair, or even stretch your toes, magnesium is involved. It acts as the master regulator of muscle contractions, helping your muscles contract and relax smoothly. Without enough of it, your muscles can start to misfire, leading to painful leg cramps, especially at night, and a frustrating sense of fatigue or heaviness in your legs. Have you ever experienced that nagging sensation of restless legs when you're trying to fall asleep? Or those sudden, sharp cramps that wake you up in the middle of the night? For many older adults, these are telltale signs of magnesium deficiency. But it doesn't stop with muscles. Magnesium is also critical for bone strength. While calcium usually gets the spotlight, magnesium helps guide calcium to where it belongs, into your bones, not your arteries or joints. When you don't have enough magnesium, calcium can end up in the wrong places, potentially leading to joint stiffness or even artery calcification. In fact, studies have shown that people with higher magnesium intake tend to have stronger bones and fewer fractures as they age. So what causes magnesium levels to drop? Unfortunately, it's more common than you might think. Stress, certain medications like diuretics or acid blockers, and poor dietary habits can all deplete your body's stores over time. Many seniors unknowingly live with chronically low magnesium, which quietly chips away at strength, flexibility, and energy. Here's the good news. Replenishing magnesium can bring remarkable improvements. Some people notice a decrease in leg cramps, better sleep, more energy during the day, and even better balance. To get more magnesium naturally, aim to include leafy greens like spinach, nuts and seeds like almonds and pumpkin seeds, whole grains, legumes, and avocados in your meals. These are not only delicious, but packed with nutrients that support your entire body. And if you're not getting enough through food, magnesium supplements can help. Look for forms like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate, which are easier for the body to absorb and gentler on digestion. If your legs have been feeling stiff, twitchy, or unusually tired, magnesium could be the missing link. It's not just about preventing cramps. It's about restoring smooth movement, strong bones, and the comfort to move through your day without pain. Now let's turn our attention to a nutrient that's absolutely essential for keeping your legs moving smoothly and steadily: potassium. Potassium works like a behind-the-scenes coordinator for your muscles. It helps regulate the balance of fluids inside and outside your cells and keeps muscle contractions under control. When potassium levels dip too low, muscles can become irritable and unpredictable, leading to sudden cramps, tremors, or even that wobbly feeling in your legs. Have you ever stood up and felt your legs start to shake? Or maybe experienced a painful cramp in your calf first thing in the morning? That might be your body's way of saying, "I need more potassium." But the effects of low potassium don't stop at discomfort. A chronic deficiency can lead to weakened leg muscles, slower reflexes, and even difficulty lifting your feet properly, making falls more likely. And we all know that for older adults, a single fall can change everything. What many people don't realize is that potassium also helps protect your bones. It works by neutralizing acids in your body that can gradually erode bone density over time. A potassium-rich diet has been linked to stronger bones and a reduced risk of osteoporosis, making it doubly important for those looking to stay mobile and independent. So where can you get more of this powerful mineral? Most people think of bananas, and yes, they're a good source, but they're just the beginning. Sweet potatoes, spinach, avocados, beans, oranges, and even a baked potato with the skin on are all excellent sources of potassium. The more variety you include in your meals, the better your body can absorb and use this essential mineral. In terms of how much you need, the recommended daily intake is 2,600 milligrams for women and 3,400 milligrams for men. That may sound like a lot, but if you're eating a balanced diet full of fruits, vegetables, and legumes, you can usually meet your needs without much trouble. That said, supplements should be used with caution, especially if you have kidney issues or heart conditions. In these cases, too much potassium can be dangerous, so always talk to your doctor before starting any supplement. The bottom line? If you want to move with control, reduce cramps, and support both muscle and bone health, potassium needs to be on your radar. It's one of those quiet heroes in your diet that keeps everything functioning the way it should, smoothly, steadily, and safely. By now, you've heard how important calcium and vitamin D are for strong bones, but there's one more key player that makes it all work together: vitamin K. Think of vitamin K as the traffic director for calcium. It makes sure that calcium goes into your bones where it belongs and not into your arteries or soft tissues, where it can cause stiffness or even cardiovascular problems. Without vitamin K, all that calcium you're getting from food or supplements might be going to the wrong places. So what does this mean for your legs? Quite a lot, actually. Vitamin K plays a vital role in building bone density, which helps prevent fractures, stress breaks, and bone loss, especially in your hips, knees, and legs. But it also helps keep your joints flexible and functional, something we often overlook. If your knees feel stiff when you stand, or your hips ache after sitting, low vitamin K could be a factor. Research has shown that people with higher vitamin K levels tend to have better bone strength, fewer fractures, and improved joint mobility, all things that make daily movement easier and safer. But that's not all. Vitamin K also helps with muscle coordination. By regulating calcium inside your muscle cells, it supports better control, steadier steps, and smoother movements. That makes vitamin K one of the few nutrients that benefits bones, joints, and muscles all at once. So where can you get it? There are two main types of vitamin K you need to know about. Vitamin K1, found mostly in green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts. Vitamin K2, found in fermented foods and certain animal products like natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses, liver, and egg yolks. While both forms are beneficial, vitamin K2 tends to stay in the body longer and is especially helpful for guiding calcium into your bones. If you're aiming for long-term bone health, K2 is particularly important. Now, an important note: if you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, you need to be extra careful with vitamin K. Since vitamin K plays a role in blood clotting, increasing your intake suddenly can interfere with your medication. Always speak with your doctor before making changes to your vitamin K consumption. But if you're not on blood thinners, boosting your vitamin K intake through foods or supplements if needed can be a game changer for your legs. It's one of the few nutrients that helps you feel stronger, more flexible, and better balanced all at once. We've reached the final nutrient in our leg strengthening lineup, and it's one that many people underestimate: vitamin B6. While it might not get as much attention as calcium or vitamin D, B6 is absolutely essential if you want your legs to stay strong, coordinated, and energized. So what does vitamin B6 actually do? Quite a bit. First, it plays a major role in how your body uses protein to build and repair muscles. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, and without enough B6, your body can't efficiently rebuild or maintain that strength, no matter how much protein you eat. But B6's benefits go beyond muscles. It's also crucial for nerve signaling. It helps your brain send the right messages to your muscles, telling them when to contract, how to move, and how to stay balanced. When B6 levels drop, that communication can break down. You might start noticing tingling in your legs, unsteady walking, or even a strange heaviness when you try to move around. And here's something that surprises a lot of people. Vitamin B6 is vital for red blood cell production. These are the cells that carry oxygen to your muscles, fueling them with the energy they need to keep going. If you've ever felt unusually tired after a short walk or light activity, B6 could be part of the reason. Without enough oxygen, your leg muscles simply can't perform the way they should. The good news? B6 is easy to find in everyday foods. Some of the best sources include poultry, salmon, tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and fortified cereals. These are simple additions to your meals that can make a big difference over time. The recommended daily intake is 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men, which is usually achievable through a balanced diet. But for those with digestive issues or nutrient absorption problems, a supplement might be necessary. Just remember, more isn't always better. High doses of B6 over long periods can cause nerve damage, so stick to safe levels and always talk to your healthcare provider before supplementing. So, if your legs feel unsteady, your balance is off, or your muscles seem slower to recover, don't ignore it. It could be your body's way of asking for more of this vital vitamin. Vitamin B6 might just be the missing link between muscle power, nerve control, and lasting endurance. So what's the secret to strong, steady, pain-free legs as we age? It's not just exercise. It's not just diet. It's a powerful combination of the right nutrients that support your muscles, your nerves, and your bones working together to help you move with confidence and stay independent. The 7 nutrients we talked about today, vitamin D, calcium, B12, magnesium, potassium, vitamin K, and vitamin B6, are more than just supplements or foods on a plate. They are the building blocks of your mobility, your balance, and ultimately your quality of life. Because let's face it, strong legs don't just help you get around. They help you live fully, whether it's enjoying a walk with your grandkids, keeping up with your hobbies, traveling, or simply feeling steady on your feet when you're at home. If you've been dealing with cramps, weakness, stiffness, or that frustrating feeling of slowing down, it might be time to look at what your body's missing, not just chalk it up to aging. Start by reviewing your diet. Add in some of the nutrient-rich foods we covered. Talk to your doctor about testing for deficiencies. And don't be afraid to ask if the right supplements could help you feel stronger, more energetic, and more stable. If this video gave you some helpful insights or a new perspective, we'd love for you to give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below and share your experience. What's worked for you? What questions do you still have? We read every comment and love hearing your stories. And of course, subscribe to The Elder's Guide and turn on notifications so you never miss a weekly tip on how to stay healthy, mobile, and independent. Remember, aging is inevitable, but how you age, that's up to you. Stay strong, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.